Hey, morning folks, it's San Jacinto Trail Report from here at San Jacinto Peak, Monday the 27th of January 2025, and I enjoyed my hike so much yesterday that I came back up again this morning. I was hoping to show you some of the blue sky that I had as I hiked up this morning. It was had some nice sun on me. It was not clear, but the cloud was pretty patchy for much of the mid-morning, but as I got closer to the peak it got socked in again, and as you can see there are a few snowflakes falling. As you can probably tell from where I'm standing, it is one of those rare days at San Jacinto Peak that is basically flat calm. They're pretty scarce even in summer. I usually only have one or two every summer, but I was trying to remember the last time I had one in the middle of winter. So we're probably right in the middle of this cut-off low pressure system that has produced this bit of snow. So there were two main phases to the snow. The one that I described yesterday that happened on Saturday evening, really the early hours of Sunday morning, that sort of produced between kind of 1 inch and 4 inches depending on location. And then we had a second phase last night that was a bit more consistent, produced sort of 2 to 2.5 inches everywhere. So somewhere like Idlewilds had a total of 4 inches, but what we had yesterday had pretty much melted off and got a couple of fresh inches last night. So we made a total of about 4, only of half of which at the most is remaining. The greatest depth I've had is a bit of Saddle Junction, about 6.5 inches. Probably not surprising because it's at the head of Strawberry Valley, which faces southwest, so really kind of accumulated the snow. Just above there at Annie's Junction, which is about the highest point of the PCT in Southern California, about 9,020 feet, roughly PCT mile 180.8. About 5 inches, and Wellman Divide at about 9,700 feet, about 4 or so, and up here at the peak 3, maybe 3.5, mainly because it got so little yesterday, or on Saturday night. Sunday morning only got 1 inch or so. Air temperature's not too bad, about 16 Fahrenheit, that's about -9 centigrade, and obviously with little to no meaningful wind chill. Conditions underfoot are pretty good, kind of greasy here on the rocks. I carried spikes, did not need them, but I was breaking trail both days up and down through. It's a pretty nice fluffy powder, so it grips fairly well. That will change obviously over the next couple of days, especially once you get more people on the trail and as we get some freeze-thaw cycles. Snow depths are not, in my opinion, sufficient for snowshoeing. I rarely snowshoe in anything below about 7 or 8 inches. The meadows around Tuckwitz Valley, Little Tuckwitz Valley, might be kind of 6 or 7 inches, but it would be pretty marginal for snowshoeing, so I didn't even bother carrying them. The main news is that we warm up really quickly. Supposed to be by next weekend probably as much as 10 degrees above seasonal, both the overnight lows and the high temperatures. So on sun exposed slopes, which could be, we might get some sun by tomorrow, this stuff's going to start melting pretty fast, and sadly a lot of it could be gone within 10 days with those sorts of temperatures. And after that, it's possible in the first week of February there might be a hint of another storm, but that's pretty speculative at this point. So spikes, micro spikes are recommended currently everywhere above maybe 6,000 or 7,000 feet. That elevation's going to climb pretty fast. Also depends how much traffic there is, hiker traffic there is on the trails. This current snow that's falling, that you can see falling right now, is not supposed to add up to much. If anything, most of what fell during the course of the day yesterday didn't really add up. It was only the overnight stuff that really accumulated. So beautiful day up here in the San Jacinto Mountains, and safe hiking, everyone.